Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you're returning to the channel, we certainly appreciate you, to another unboxing and review of one of my favorite albums of 2022. I've had this for quite a few months since it came out in October, so a couple months now, and I'm excited to finally talk about it and unbox this very nice deluxe edition box set. Before we do that, be sure to like and subscribe for more vinyl related content. We also have a weekly podcast called the Living Deadwax podcast, where we always do deep dives into specific music and or vinyl related topics. Today we are going to be talking about Lightwork, the brand new album from acclaimed prog rock, prog metal musician Devin Townsend, formerly of Strapping Young Lad, death metal, industrial metal, progressive death metal band back in the day. Devin is one of the most prolific musicians on the planet, releasing album after album, and the dude just doesn't quit, doesn't stop, and pretty much always nails it. I'm pretty much always a fan of his stuff, and Lightwork is no exception. It is an excellent album. So let's dive into it right now. All right, so we'll kind of unbox this, and I'll kind of talk about the music as we go. I've spent a lot of time with this record and have listened to it many times through. This box set retailed for $100 when it came out. That's the price point I got it at. Right now, it's $62.97 on Amazon, which in my opinion is a great price. If you're a Devin fan or a prog fan, definitely pick it up for that price. To me, it is basically definitely worth it at $62. I mean, it was worth it at $100 for me. So let's take a look at this box set. Now, this record, if you are familiar with Devin, is, in my opinion, a good combination of some of his more atmospheric stuff off of like Ghost or even Kai, but mixed well with some of his more epic and bombastic stuff like Addicted and Epic Cloud. It's a good mixture of kind of everything that Devin has been doing the last decade plus. So that's why I really enjoy Lightwork. So let's take a look at the box set itself. So here is the lid. I love the artwork on this record too. We'll get into it, but it's all like kind of watercolorish pastel. Very cool. There's the side of the box. Just basic on the inside, basic black, but very nice heavy duty there. So very nice cardboard, good quality there. So getting into this, we have the 2 LP set for the record itself, Lightwork. So there is the front cover there. And like I said, I absolutely adore the whole aesthetic of this record. I absolutely love it. There is the back with the track listing. Here we go. With the inner gatefold, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. And the LPs do come with poly inners, which is nice. And they're on like a nice orange, which is very cool. And of course, we got custom labels there. Now, to talk about the record itself, like I said, this is a good combination of, in my opinion, of Devin's kind of all of his styles that he's kind of been working with over the years. And if you're unfamiliar with Devin's work, it's very progressive, very listenable. And honestly, to me, I would recommend Devin to probably anybody, especially this era. Like, I think if you're in just the music, he kind of captures it all. He's got some more heavy stuff on this album, but very atmospheric, some great guitar work, like always. Devin does everything on this album, I think, except play drums. Annika is back singing with him, who, if you're familiar with her, she's from The Gathering, and she sang on a lot of Devin's previous albums over the last decade plus. So she's back on this with him for a number of tracks, which is nice too, because him and her pair really well together, in my opinion. So that's it for Lightwork as far as the box set goes. So you get it on vinyl, 2 LP. Sounds really well. I enjoyed it. Very flat pressing, not noisy at all. Had fun spinning this for sure. I've been listening to the high-res files on Cubase too, and the record is absolutely stunning. Like, the production that Devin did on this is very, very, very impressive. So let's get into what else we get with the box set. So we get 2 art prints here. And we get one for Lightwork. So very gorgeous there. And then we get one for Nightwork. Now, I'll get into Nightwork. It's kind of a second LP in this box set and the other deluxe editions that are out there. And you get some bonus tracks, but they're not throwaways. Like, it's basically a whole other LP. It's like 10 tracks, and there is some variation on that. Nightwork, it starts out very, very heavy with some excellent guitar work. It's kind of like Devin just throwing down the gauntlet and saying, yeah, I can still do metal and still do it very, very well, which is very cool. So let's move on to what else is in the box set here. You get a nice, thick book. And this thing is very cool. It's got pictures representing all the tracks. Some great artwork in here. And then, of course, you also get lyrics as well. So that is very cool. Very nice thick book. Many, many pages covering each track with different artwork representing every track. So some good work and thought went into this book. It's not just thrown together, that's for sure. Got Devin on the back there. Like I said, Devin is one of the most prolific guys going in music today, in my opinion. Like, he just releases album after album after album. To me, they're all good to great, honestly. If you wanted to jump in, I would probably suggest start with some of the early Devin Townsend project stuff. To me, I would start with Addicted. To me, it's his most like accessible record and fun record, and I absolutely still adore that record as well. So what else do we get in this set? So we get another sleeve here, and this contains actually 2 CDs. We get Lightwork and Nightwork on CD, and then we get a Blu-ray for Lightwork, which is 5.1 surround. It's awesome. It shows Devin playing all the songs, shows him in the studio. Also has some videos tied to it as well. So I believe those were released on YouTube in advance. So I think it's the same videos, but you get some extra stuff as well for each and every track on Lightwork itself. So that is very cool to have that in the set. And then last but certainly not least, because like I said, there is some very, very cool stuff on this, and that is Nightwork. This has some very cool tracks. Starchasm Part 2, awesome. Really, really, really heavy. Factions, same thing. Yogi's a fun song. It's very kind of Casualties of Cool, if you're familiar with that side project he did. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Carry Me Home is good. You get a whole bonus LP in here, basically, of bonus tracks, but it's basically a standalone LP. That's Devin, man. He's very prolific, but it's not junk, like throwaway stuff, which I can't appreciate, because some artists will just throw bonus tracks on there, and you can tell they didn't make the album for a reason. Not any of this, really. All of this I could have seen on Lightwork proper. So to kind of wrap this up here, talk a little bit about Lightwork itself. Honestly, Moon People is a really good song. Lightworker is cool. Equinox might be one of my favorites on the album. Call of the Void was one of the advanced singles, which really, really grew on me. Heartbreaker's fun. Dimensions is heavy as heck and has some very cool electronics in it. Very, very cool soundscapes he's working with there. Vacation is a cool little kind of just light ditty, which I really enjoy. And Children of God is a really good closer. I absolutely adore this record, man. Check it out if you're into Devin. And like I said, this box set is on sale right now for $62. So if you're a Devin fan, to me at that price point, you're getting 2 CDs, you're getting the Blu-ray, you're getting a double LP of the main album, and then you're getting a single LP of Lightwork, which is all the bonus stuff, which I consider just another LP in itself. So you're definitely getting a lot of content for your dollars there. I thought it was getting a deal at $100, and I'm actually stoked that I have this in the collection. One of my albums of 2022. I highly suggest you check it out if you are into any type of prog, if you're into the lighter side of metal, any ambient type stuff or atmospheric stuff. To me, Devin kind of covers all those bases, and this album, especially with Lightwork involved, is a good representation of, like I said, everything he's done within the last, 10, 15 years, I would say. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like it, subscribe for more vinyl-related content. Like I said, we do have the podcast that comes out every Monday, and we will see you next time on the Living Deadwax channel. Peace.